Okay, so today we're gonna go. I'm gonna just turn the music down just a touch. Okay. And today we're gonna just sort of try and discover some repeating patterns that happen. We all seem to have some repeating patterns in our life. A lot of times you hear, people say, "Oh man, why did this happen again?" This always keeps happening to me, and it's usually because there's an energy around it, or an energy that we create subconsciously that brings these events to us, and a lot of times it stems back from something traumatic that's happened in our childhood, or an event that's taken place where it affected us in a way where we start to vibrate or put these subconscious signals out into the universe that this is what this is what I'm deserving, really. Like, it's almost like this broadcast to say, well, I deserve to be put in this situation. and it's because of these thoughts or feelings we have because of whatever's happened in our past. So yeah, we're gonna go back and just quiet our minds and go back and just revisit sort of that past, and just notice every time this sort of pattern takes place, what's happening, and maybe even get to the source, and then we'll see if we can try and uh, break up that energy that's holding that vibration. So we're gonna start with a bit of breath work, and we're gonna just we've done this before. It's breathing through the nose in and out, and we're gonna raise our hands on our inhale, and then as we exhale, we'll bring our hands down, snap it down, and then a quick exhale out the nose. And we're trying to breathe right into our abdomen, but it's pretty rapid, so I'll just demonstrate it quickly. In breath, out. So as I'm going up, I'm taking air in, and I'm opening my hands, and then at the top, I'm just grabbing whatever, if any energy is there, and then just snapping it down and exhaling. And I like to sit at the edge of my chair and back straight, because that helps me. Yeah. Okay. And it's good to close your eyes as well. So here we go. We'll do 3 sets of 30, and I'll count it out so you don't have to worry about it. And then in between, we're just gonna feel our body. We'll just rest our hands on our lap and feel our body. Here we go. Up. Here we go. On 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, stop there. Put your hands on your lap, palms facing up, and just feel your body. You might feel some tingling. You may feel energized. And just notice what's going on. And we're going to do our second set. We'll get our hands up in the air. And we're going to, on 3, 1, 2, 3. Stop. We'll put our hands on our lap, palms
My dog
facing
is
up.
looking at me and asking me what the hell's going on.
Oh, awesome. He'll get used to it.
Yeah.
We'll put our hands on our lap, palms facing up. Just notice what's happening in your body. Okay, we'll do a third set, hands in the air. Another set of 30, and just enjoy it, even with your dog watching you. Here we go. Okay, put our hands on our lap, palms facing up. And just feel your body. And just start to feel the sensations of breath on your nose. Maybe you feel the coolness of the inhale. The warmth of the exhale. And just see if you can almost visualize this breath coming into your body. Maybe it looks like this white, wispy mist. And as it comes in, you can see it go into your nostrils, down your windpipe and into your lungs. And as you exhale, you just see this gray mist coming back out. And this gray mist is carrying anything that's not serving you. Anything that you're ready to let go of. So as you breathe in and out, imagine this white mist coming into your body and this gray mist exhaling. And as you breathe in, just know that this infinite organizing wisdom is coming into your body, and it knows exactly what to do and where to go. And it knows to oxygenate your blood cells. It knows all the places in your body that need nourishment. And as you exhale, all those areas that aren't doing well or aren't necessary, you don't need to hold stress or pain. Just allow those to release and exhale them on the out breath. Just take a scan of your body now, from head to toe. And as you scan, just allow yourself to relax. Allow your forehead to let go. Allow your eyebrows to relax. Allow your jaw to let go, and maybe your lower jaw wants to open just slightly. Just let it hang. Let your tongue relax. Just feel that relaxation moving down your neck. Just letting go. Moving down your shoulders. Allowing all that to just let go. Any tension you're holding in your shoulders, just releasing. All this is just flowing through your body and out the bottom of your feet and down into the floor, where that energy will be transmuted. Just allow this wave of relaxation to flow across your chest and down your back. And maybe you can even feel it flowing down your spine. And just releasing any discomfort, any pain, any stiffness. And as it flows down, allow your hips to relax. And all of a sudden they feel so lubricated and mobile and limber. And just allow your calves, your quads, your hamstrings, just let them all, allow them to relax, and just let anything that's stiff, allow that to release and just flow into the floor, just as if you're being washed by this wave of relaxing energy. And as that wave flows through you, it carries with it all the little discomforts and stiffness and flows into the floor. And now imagine yourself flying just like Superman above this huge park. And all you can see is the green grass and the trees below. It's a beautiful sunny day, and the breeze is blowing in your face. And you're just sort of floating along, taking in the scenery. And it feels so light. And it's so comforting and relaxing. And you start to notice a bunch of scenes strung along a piece of string. It looks like photos that are hanging from a piece of string that are going along the park. And as you fly over them and float over these scenes, you realize they're scenes from your life. And as you progress back through time, these scenes start to show you a particular pattern that runs for you. There's a way of being and an outcome that always seems to be predictable. And you can see these scenes playing out in these what look like pictures strung up on a string. And as you float across them, you notice all the different scenes. And in each scene, you see this outcome that's repeated. And maybe it's an outcome you didn't want. Or maybe it's an outcome that you'd like to see happen differently. But as you look across at the scenes and as you fly over the scenes, you notice that there is a pattern. And as you start to go back in time and see this pattern repeat over and over and over, at the end of this string, there's one last scene. And maybe that scene is where this pattern started in the first place. And this pattern happens because a lot of times we've experienced a traumatic event and we've made a decision in that event, a decision about us, how we are, what we're supposed to be, who we are supposed to be. And in that trauma and in that decision, we've forecasted our whole life, because subconsciously we keep coming back to that idea of who we had to be in that moment or who we had to become in that moment. So now I want you to take a look at this last scene and see what was the decision you made about yourself that started to ripple out into your future and has become a pattern. Maybe it was that you decided that you couldn't make a mistake. It was detrimental to you if you made a mistake and you lived your whole life trying to be perfect. And in that trying to be perfect, this pattern keeps getting repeated. And maybe these patterns are when you don't get it right, what happens? Or maybe it was that you had to be well behaved. And if you weren't well behaved, there was a consequence. So you go through life trying to behave in everyone else's eyes. And shutting down parts of yourself as you try and fit other people's worlds. And maybe that's the pattern. Whatever that event was, just float down to that event and kneel down beside that little boy or girl who made that decision. Kneel down beside yourself. And put your arm around them and just tell them it's okay to be who you are. You don't need to be a certain way. Look at yourself just after this trauma occurred. And tell yourself that you don't have to change. You don't have to change the way you are. You don't have to change who you are. It's okay. It's perfectly okay. It's better than okay to be completely yourself with no apologies. And see if you can move back in time to just before this event occurred. See if you can see yourself 5 minutes before this decision you made about yourself. What were you doing? What were you feeling? Were you being yourself? Were you being joyful? That's the real energy of you. Just see that vision and take that in. Breathe that in. That true essence of you. Now we're slowly gonna float back up into the air, and the park comes back into view, and we turn around and start to go back, and we see all these scenes as we progress back to the present. And all the scenes look a little different. There's been a change in the energy. Something's happened, something shifted. And you see that all those patterns have shifted. And we come back to the present day, and we come back into the room we're in. And we notice our body in our chair, or whatever we're sitting on or laying on, whatever's supporting us. We can feel that. We can notice the sensations of breath on our nostrils. Maybe you want to move your fingers and toes here. And before you open your eyes, just take in one deep breath and let out whatever sound wants to come out. And whenever you're ready, you can open your eyes. Stop the recording here.